Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are here for the Western Conference Decision Day. Hopefully, the West does just as good as the East. I thought we had a lot of good games on the Eastern Conference side there earlier this evening, and I really hope that the Western Conference is the same way. The Western Conference is set. We know who's playing who. There are some very good matchups for the East. Philadelphia will be waiting for either Chicago or Orlando for round one after the play-in game. We get Hell is Real with number 2 Cincinnati versus the Columbus Crew. Then we have rematches of Inter Miami and Nashville. And then that 4-5 is going to be pretty good with Charlotte versus NYCFC. I think it's going to be a good playoffs for the East. Now, let's take a look at the Western Conference before the matches start. So right now, Vancouver first place with 63 points. If Vancouver loses tonight and San Diego win, San Diego will take that number 1 spot from them. Even though they're tied at 63 points, it would give San Diego one more win than Vancouver, so they could potentially take that number 1 spot. LAFC could jump up to as far as 2 from the 3rd spot, but currently sitting 3rd. Minnesota United could jump up also to that 2nd spot if San Diego and LAFC would lose. So there's stuff to fight for in this top 4, and hopefully we see some good results with that. We already saw Seattle play earlier today. They are at 55 points. They couldn't move up or down in this, so doesn't really matter for them. Austin, pretty much the same thing. It doesn't matter for Austin, so they could relax if they wanted to in this match because they can't move up or down. Yes, Portland could tie them in points, but Portland could not jump them in wins because it would give Portland only 12 wins, where Austin have 13 on the season. But then we get down to the nitty-gritty there in the West. There is a potential that it goes to goal differential. Say Portland loses tonight and Dallas win. They would end up with 44 points. Both have 11 wins. And then I think it goes to goal difference. And depending on how much Dallas wins by, Dallas could jump Portland. There is a scenario for that. And then you have Real Salt Lake, Colorado, and San Jose all fighting for a spot in the playoffs for those two in the play-in games. Real Salt Lake with 40 points, Colorado Rapid with 40 points, but right now RSL are in that 9th spot due to wins. And San Jose have a lot of work to do. They need to just do themselves a favor and win tonight against Austin. Already, Angus, thank you for coming in. Pink Panda's coming back. You're saying Sporting Kansas City is going to get the spoon. LA Galaxy would have to win tonight for them not to get the spoon and Sporting Kansas City to lose, because as of right now, LA Galaxy are the wooden spoon because they only have 7 wins. 6 wins, my apologies. Sporting Kansas City have 7. Both are tied for 27 points. So if one or the other get a point, even if LA could somehow get a point, Kansas City would be the wooden spoon, and I would be okay with that, with them getting the wooden spoon. But right now, it does look like LA Galaxy, because they are playing against Minnesota tonight. And again, Minnesota need to put their best foot forward to potentially move up to that 2nd spot. But yes, I am hoping that we have some good games. Hopefully we have some bangers tonight in the Western Conference. How is everyone feeling? Do we have any Western Conference fans in here yet? And if so, how do you feel about your team? Angus, what do you feel about St. Louis? I know that St. Louis has no say or anything in the playoffs. They can't really move up or really down in the standings. But how do you feel about them tonight? They have done pretty good down the stretch here at the end of the season. After they got eliminated is when they decided to actually play. I think that they could be an upset team tonight. I think that St. Louis could upset RSL and their hopes to get in the playoffs. Also, it is pouring down the rain there in St. Louis, so it's going to be very wet, and hopefully there is no delays. I'm hoping for that. No delays tonight, but Colorado, it's cold. These guys have hoodies on, blankets in the stands, so whew. What's up, Don Marcos? I hope these games are crazy also. Derpy, how are you? How's things going? You weren't in the Eastern Conference, but glad you're here for the Western Conference. I had to think there for a second. But how are you feeling about tonight? Dawn, how are you feeling about your side? Do you think that your side makes the playoffs? Do you think that they solidify a spot tonight? Because like I said, there's a scenario, because you're a Dallas fan, correct, Dawn? If I remember correctly. Now I'm second guessing myself, because there's a scenario they get out of the play-in game. Yeah, they have definitely, like, out of all of the teams that are of, like, you know, this community that have not made the playoffs, between Kevin's Toronto team and St. Louis's team, for you, Angus, those have been the two best out of all of our crappy teams, you know. But yes, I think St. Louis could play spoiler, especially with them being at home. And I don't know what the weather will do. Like, who does the weather play in favor there for the St. Louis RSL game? Well, now I hope that the Riverhounds get a win tonight, because Atlanta drew, and then WVU just lost on the road. So you don't know about that. Hey, I mean, because Vancouver at least need a point. So I think, Dawn, I think that if Dallas can at least get a point, they're in. I would say, unless because Colorado unfortunately has LAFC, so everything does have to go, you know, kind of Dallas's way or even Colorado's way to even get in. Like, they would have to upset LAFC. So that's why I went with, like, RSL and San Jose to potentially get in here, because they have the easier-ish games between Dallas and Colorado. So I think RSL and San Jose might be the two teams that make it. We'll see, though. Pink Panda, what do I think? Are you talking about the wooden spoon there? I think that it's going to be LA Galaxy. I think Minnesota's going to get the job done there, and I think that they win. Sporting Kansas City could win against Houston tonight, so I would still go with the Galaxy. Yeah, he has done a pretty good job there, Angus. So right now, all the so 40% chance win probability for St. Louis there in St. Louis, with a 36% for RSL. So yeah, Pink Panda, if Rossi is not back, for Columbus, yes, Cincinnati will move on. I think if Rossi comes back for Columbus, it will be interesting, but I still think that Cincinnati, with Cincinnati having home field advantage in the best of three, they will move on. I got a feeling it will go to game 3. That is for sure. I think that we will see a third game played there at TQL Stadium. I think Cincinnati will win at home, Columbus will win at home, and then we'll go back to Cincinnati. I'm waiting for some of the other win probabilities to come up on the screens here. I'm really cheering for San Jose tonight. So I would love to see San Jose win. And I don't even know if Joseph Martinez is starting tonight, but if he comes off the bench, yeah, so he is starting tonight alongside Arango. So I'm cheering for the Earthquakes tonight. I got to have some kind of bright spot and something for MLS this year for me as a fan. So Angus, you would be happy with him just taking the job for next season and and he would be a good fit for St. Louis. So you wouldn't mind it. Dawn, are any of these matches free? I don't believe so, Dawn. No, every single one of them are on MLS Season Pass, unfortunately. That sucks that you lose just because you switched, you lose it. It's probably discounted, I would say. Also, like if you would think about buying, it's probably like $10 for the playoffs or something. I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on that. All right, getting ready to kick off. I love this. I had so much fun in the earlier stream. If you haven't yet, please give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Here's a weird question. I know we don't watch the West that much. Has anybody ever been to the Colorado Rapids Stadium? It looks like a very nice stadium for being in Colorado. Like, I'm not trying to put Colorado down, but like they're usually not a great team. But that looks like a very nice stadium there in Colorado. So it was like $25. I mean, depends on how you feel about it, that kind of thing. I'm excited for the playoffs. I know that we don't like the playoffs as in like, having this like play-in game and then having the best of 3 and all this other stuff, but I'm excited for these playoffs because I still have a feeling we don't know who's going to win. Like there's no one real favorite because the way that Miami played tonight, I got a feeling as of right now we're going to see an LAFC versus Inter Miami final. And that's the thing, LAFC. So that's the thing. If that would happen, LAFC need to win tonight to get a higher ranking, a higher position, so that Miami would have to go out there to LA. Oh, you were a week early. That sucks, Don. Yeah, it looks really nice. I was just watching it here, and it looks like a very nice stadium. You've been to Denver a gazillion times. I've never been to Denver. So yeah, pouring down the rain there in St. Louis. Where's Minnesota playing tonight? They're playing in LA. It must just be fog from smoke and stuff. It looks like every other game has pretty good weather other than the Colorado game. It's definitely cold there in Colorado. Fans were wearing hoodies and everything, so I think I have Portland and LA on there twice. I thought I had Vancouver. Yeah, I have Vancouver up there. I have San Jose and Austin. Oh, I guess we could watch every. So yeah, we can fit every game. I forgot about that because Seattle played earlier. So that's awesome. We have every game going. Every game is on plus 360. So we're going to get to see a bunch of football again. So right now, LA Galaxy, you're saying 75% of you are saying LA Galaxy will be the wooden spoon of the West. I don't know what to do for another poll, but we're underway. Vancouver, Dallas underway. All of them are now underway. They all actually started at the same time instead of like the East. Some started a little bit sooner than the others. Isn't that is crazy? It's always take a hoodie, huh? Here, LAFC already taking a shot and hitting the outside post. I actually had to save it, so it's a corner kick for LAFC already in that match. Also, for Vancouver, also has a corner kick here at the bottom of the screen. Send it in. Oh, tried to backheel it, cleared out by Dallas. Where is that LAFC? Let's see that LAFC game here. It is at the top of the screen. Sent in, cleared out by Colorado, but LAFC are going to come down with it. Hey, I wouldn't mind try. I wish I could just travel everywhere. Like, I think it would be really cool to get like an RV or something and just travel to every single MLS stadium. I would absolutely love that. Oh, good through ball. Vancouver runs into Dallas's goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper is down, and so is a player for Vancouver. Campo is down. Hey, what's up, Henry? That's right. We're back. Oh, my goodness, man. What time is it there for you? You're crazy. So Campo gets a yellow card. So we got our first yellow card of these late matches. Yeah, I don't understand why he did that. Campo, like, has his trail foot and tries to hit it. That was very stupid on his part. Yeah, why do I not have the San Diego? Where's that? Why did that not come up? There we go. For some reason, I didn't have the Portland game up. Henry, which one would you like out of those two? I bet, Angus, I bet it would suck driving something big in the Rockies for sure. All right, LAFC, a free kick here, puts it in the box, deflected down. One LAFC player is calling for a handball. Here comes Colorado. They're on the break. Still on the break. That was a bump. That should be a foul, but no, the ref says play on. So everything's pretty slow right now. Not starting off as quickly as it did in the East. I mean, we had what, 2 goals already for the East. We had one under a minute. Do I think both teams will score in the Portland game? I would lean towards yes. I think both would because it's San Diego and Portland. I would say yes, Z-Balla. But I'm weary about Portland. I think definitely San Diego, but it's also depending on who scores first. If Portland scores first, then I would say maybe not because I could see Portland going very defensive. Here's LAFC on the attack. Still in the box. And it looks like they're going to have to recycle. San Diego just had a corner. They are still in the attacking front here. Oh, really, Angus? Look at Quill rocking the snapback as the head coach with a hoodie. I actually like that. I'm okay with it. I hate that, like, there was this sense of like you have to wear. I'm glad that not all of them do, but like some of them wear a suit. Like, you don't need to do that. To me, I don't think so. It's so uncomfortable, especially in some of these places with the heat. Those coaches are crazy. The one coach that does all the time is Seattle's. That's the first one that comes to mind. That's always in a suit. Colorado's on the attacking front. They were cleared out by LA, but Colorado continue to have possession. San Jose have Vancouver have possession. They just lost it to Dallas. And San Jose have possession in their match right now. Here comes Sporting Kansas City, takes a shot. Save by the keeper. That was an easy save for Houston's keeper. They really are, Angus. So St. Louis have a set piece. Oh my goodness, that was a great take for Leuven, but just missed wide right. That would have been a good one, Angus. That would have been a good one. Wow, that was unfortunate. I thought it went in at first. Oh, Colorado got into the box, but nothing came of it. Still nothing in the Austin-San Jose game. It's been a lot of midfield play. RSL, we're knocking on the door. I believe RSL is getting a corner kick here. Hey, Connor, how are you? How's things going, man? How's your Saturday? Listen to St. Louis radio and watching 360. I like that. Sometimes it's always nicer to listen to the radio. Like those radio guys are great. So I think Vancouver potentially could have had a red card there, right? No, they didn't give him one. They give him a yellow. I thought so. Was there another defender behind him? Because really, that could have been a clear path foul. It could be a red for Vancouver, but I needed to see the replay one more time, and they're not going to show it. But this is a dangerous spot for Dallas. Yeah, slow start so far. That is right, Henry. Not as fast as the East, and I was kind of expecting that because I don't feel like the West scores as much as the East. So I've never done this, but what is this Q&A? Start a Q&A. Answer viewers' questions live. I don't know that. Yeah, Connor, they avoid it, and hell is real is the first round. That's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. We're going to try this. What does this do? Oh, I don't like that. Never mind. Why are we saying, oh? I don't know why that did that. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. So I don't know what's happening in the Vancouver. They are reviewing, I think, the Vancouver foul. So yes, we are. There could be potentially a red card here for Vancouver, which to me looks good for Dallas. Looks good for Dallas here. Yeah, checking a possible red card. I think it could be. I was questioning when I first saw it. Because at first, when the ball was coming through, he was the last defender. But whenever he committed the foul, the other defender, they were about the same. I think it's going to be red. What do we think? Do you all think it's going to be red? So here we go. VAR check. So I think they are giving him a red. No yellow. They are. Vancouver are going to have to play the rest of the game with a red. Down a man. It is. It's happening, Don. This is looking up for Dallas. This is in favor of Dallas here. What a turn of events. Dallas could get the victory here, I think. With Vancouver being down a man. Vancouver need a point, though. Like, if they get a point, they stay in first. So, this could be it. Yeah, Pink Panda. All Dallas has to do is pretty much, they do need, yes, win and they're in. But also we have a goal. LA Galaxy are up on Minnesota 1-0. So that's not helping Minnesota out. San Jose has a corner and it was thrown away, but they get it back still. Espinoza here. Joseph. Oh. So that sucks. Vancouver have to make a substitution here. Rios goes off. Friso comes in. A red card and a goal. LA Galaxy take the lead against Minnesota United. They have yet to show that on 360. So we do have our first goal of the Western Conference, and it goes right now to the wooden spoon. And that knocks them out of being the wooden spoon, and currently it sets Sporting Kansas City as the wooden spoon for the Western Conference, if that scoreline stands. Come on, Minnesota. Minnesota need to win to potentially move up. I mean, they get a home field advantage, so it's not a big deal, but having a better seed always helps. And Stuver coming up big for Austin on 2 separate occasions there. Spork for the wooden spoon. That's right, Angus. And I'm going to guess that's who you voted for. What's up, Gracie? How are you? Hey, no, it's all good. It's all good. You haven't really, the only thing you've missed is a goal by LA Galaxy, and then Vancouver got a red card, foul by the last defender, a goal scoring opportunity, or whatever it is. But so Vancouver will play down a man pretty much the whole game. Yeah, Stuver has been playing very well for Austin. So yeah, first goal, Galaxy. Paintsill, I believe, is the one that scored. Yeah, hopefully he does. Also, we have a yellow card in the Colorado Rapids match. Vancouver Whitecaps are down a man the whole game. So it was not Paintsill that scored for LA. So I was mistaken on that. I am sorry. We'll see who it was here. Nascimento is the one that scored. Yeah, I hope Martinez scores tonight. Oh, Arango just took a shot from a set piece and just missed over the crossbar. Yeah, that was a good goal by the Galaxy. Colorado to take a set piece in a promising spot. Oh, punched away by Lloris. San Diego just missed the easiest shot ever. All he had to do was tap it in, and he skied it. Who was that for San Diego? Great ball in. Whoever crossed that in, that was a beautiful cross for San Diego. Here we go. San Jose driving. San Jose it seemed like they have had most possession through the first 16 minutes of that game. Oh no. Oh no. RSL go up 1-0 over St. Louis City. That helps them out. That keeps them in that that actually puts them up into the 8th spot over Dallas. So that's great for RSL. Oh wow, Grace, there was a lot of upsets in today's matches or games. Bad defense here by St. Louis. I think they were just all out of position. Dallas have a corner kick. That's a good ball in. Oh, Dallas score! Dallas go up 1-0 over Vancouver Whitecaps. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's good for Dallas. Great for Dallas. Keeps them in that 8th position. Hopefully they stick with this result for them to make it. Woo! Now we're getting some goals. I like it. See, that gives Dallas 45. That's right, Don. This is Dallas's night. I don't know if they will have any kind of review on this. We'll see, though. There shouldn't be, but there was some shoving and stuff. And someone might have been offside, but I don't think so. RSL, Houston, and Vancouver, the only ones you like? There goes one of my predictions. Oh, well. So I believe the goal stands. I think they reviewed it. It stands. Yes, we are back underway there in Vancouver. So right now, Vancouver and Real Salt Lake are holding on to those spots. Yeah, Pink Panda. Yeah, every goal is always checked now. I feel like, just like you're saying. Vancouver are attacking though. Oh, takes a shot, blocked. Dallas clear it away. You knew Cannon was going to get booked. You wish you did that bet. Oh, Dallas with a good turnover there. Oh, San Jose putting the pressure on. Come on, get it. Good block. Throw, though, for Austin. Dallas are pushing forward. Also, I love the passion that Dallas is showing. Also, especially from number 28. Who is that? Sarver? Is that how you say his last name, Don? That dude is showing so much passion, and he's the one that got fouled for that red card. I love how much energy Dallas is bringing right now. San Diego with a cross. Nothing comes from it, though. So the Galaxy have a free kick in their match right now. Oh, here comes San Jose. Oh, someone's got to tell him he's there. There, they turn it over. Here comes Austin now on the counter. And then they turn it over. So Diego Luna fouled. You support whoever's playing. Hey, I like that. You're just a fan of the team. I do. I like that. Hey, I would like to see Dallas. That's the thing. I want Dallas, San Jose, and Real Salt Lake all to make it, and I know they can't. Yeah, Pink, they definitely are. Here's Austin in the box. Oh, the dummy run. The dummy run slowed the momentum, but Austin take the shot. Oh my goodness. What a shot for Austin by Wolf for Austin to take the lead there in San Jose. Sent the keeper flying the other way. 1-0 Austin. So bye-bye San Jose as of right now. So we have a Houston player being looked at on the field. Wow, what a shot. This was such a weird shot by Wolf. Like, what made the keeper go that way? He didn't put that much spin on it, right? Right now, Vancouver are attacking. They have it, and they're moving the ball forward. They have to attack at this point in time. They need to get a result, at least a point to stay in first. Because if they would happen to lose and San Diego win, San Diego will become first in the West. So also, Diego Luna they are VAR checking for Diego Luna, potential red card for violent conduct. So let's see. So let's see here. Is Diego getting sent off? So Diego Luna gets a yellow card, so he's not getting a red card. So the RSL are lucky in that sense that he's not getting any other points than that. So you need Dallas's keeper to make 4 saves. Man, you're going down to the player level. I like it. Oh, Vanderbilt beat LSU. Wow. Stuber for 5. Okay, I could see that happening tonight. San Jose was knocking on the door. They just fouled, though. So there is a San Diego player down in their game. Isla getting talking to by the ref. We're still talking about Diego Luna getting his yellow. Oh, Pink Panda. I will say Stuver, the last handful of matches we've seen of Stuver has played very well, but I don't know. I don't know if I have a clear number 1 goalkeeper. You're right, Angus. They have. That's crazy. So Louisville beat Miami. Wow. Georgia beat Ole Miss. Huh. San Diego just scored, so Vancouver really, really need a point out of their game because San Diego are up 1-0 over Portland. Here comes Vancouver, though. Vancouver. Oh, penalty. That's going to be a pin. It is. We have a penalty there in Vancouver. So Vancouver can tie this match up. Wow. I think it was Abubakar with a foul in the box. So Vancouver are getting a penalty here, so they could tie it up. That's all they need. They just need a point to stay in first place. That was unfortunate, Don. That's unfortunate. Good moves by... Who is that? Is that Salaby? Not Salaby. I can't see who it was. But yeah, Boubacar with the foul, yellow card. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that is the definition of a penalty kick there for sure. And it was Sabi that got fouled. He had a good move. I mean, he put Abubakar, made him turn around and stuff. So Vancouver could tie it up, and all they need is that point. That's all they need. But also on the flip side, Dallas. I think Dallas are safe, in my opinion, because right now Dallas is actually above Portland. But if it ties up, Dallas will drop back down. Mueller to take the penalty. And he takes it, goes right, makes it. 1-1. Vancouver tie it up, even down a man. So I love that we have a lot of back and forth here for these positions and who's making the playoffs. I like it. I really want to see Earthquakes get involved. I want the Earthquakes to score, give themselves a point, but they need to go up. They're just crowding the box too much. They literally had 6 guys in the box, I think. They need to spread out a little bit. They have, Angus. They started out fairly good, and they've kind of just went downhill. Very inconsistent this year. Here's Vancouver. They're pushing forward again. Dallas kind of setting back. Oh, no, Don. Vancouver are pushing forward, though. Oh, they let it go, so it's going to be a goal kick for Dallas. Yeah, even with them getting a draw, Dallas, they're pretty much not Dallas, Dawn. Dallas are pretty set as long because Colorado's I don't think going to win against LAFC. And as of right now, Real Salt Lake and Dallas are in the playoffs. And right now, San Jose have to win to even have a chance of getting in. And right now they're down 1-0. Colorado's playing against LAFC. I don't think that's happening. So I would say that Dallas are safe. San Jose, though, on the attack. Let's slow it down a little bit. Oh, San Jose took a shot but deflected. Hey, also, I'm going to try to speak this into existence, okay? I kind of hope, I don't know what Joseph Martinez's deal is with San Jose, but I would love to see Joseph Martinez come back to Atlanta next year. Yes, of course, he's not going to start because Latte Lot is there. But even to be a role player and come in and score goals, like, I would love to see Joseph back in Atlanta. I would love to see it. So in the San Jose game, the keeper went to kick it and kicked it off of the back of a San Jose player, and he was outside of the box. So really that should have been a goal, right? Just because he kicked it. Arango was outside the box. Because you should be able to block that, right? Am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong because they're playing on. Anyway. Gracie, I kind of agree with you with that. Yeah, a reunion between, and that's why I'm trying to speak it into existence, into existence, Pink, because that was a good shot by San Jose. San Jose's knocking on the door, but Stuver comes up with another save, Henry. But yeah, to see that reunion would be pretty cool, Pink, because like I know that he is not going to be he's not going to be the go-to. Also, RSL get another one there against St. Louis. So I would say definitely RSL are making it in. That probably punches their ticket to the playoffs. So it's that last spot that's up for grabs. Dawn, you want a playoff game? Well, right now, Dallas would have to win to get that playoff game, that play-in game there in Dallas. And that pretty much... Yeah, so the only way that San Jose could get in now is if Vancouver would beat Dallas and San Jose come back. So right now, we'll just say that San Jose has been eliminated. And then I would say Colorado is not going to win. So I think that we have our West set with Seattle. I mean, Real Salt Lake and Dallas there at the bottom. Yeah, I agree, Pink. I think it is going to be Dallas and RSL. All right, so LAFC have a corner kick here. Oh, this is a good ball in. Oh, my goodness. Who was that? Just wide right. But it was deflected. So another corner kick for LAFC. And that sucks for Minnesota. Minnesota need to get back into their game also. A not good set piece for LAFC, but they still hold possession. Oh, no. And well, St. Louis are attacking right now. Leuven lays it off. Oh, some good tiki-taka passes. Take the shot. Oh, he should have shot it. Goes in behind, and they cannot keep it in. Goal kick for RSL. Hopefully you guys can't hear my fans. Let me know if you can, because I had to put a fan in the window and put a fan on me. Whenever we ended the last stream, it was 82 degrees in my room here. It was so hot. I just want to see Joseph get another goal. Henry, Vancouver, and Mueller, please. Oh, Dallas. Dallas lays it off. Cleared out by the keeper. Dallas still has it in the box. Waiting. Goes into the middle of the field. Cuts back over. Dallas are knocking on the... They're getting there. They're getting there. Yeah, Sun did take a corner, yep. There is a stoppage in the Minnesota game. Players being looked at. Oh, Joseph lays it off. Cleared out. It's going to be a corner kick for San Jose. So a Colorado player just fell down to the ground, and he's looking at his hand. Did the dude just break a finger or something? I don't know what happened here. He like fell. He was starting to go down and is like, oh no. Yeah, there is a Colorado Rapids player. His ring finger is like this. It's over like this. Ugh. Yeah, Gracie, I do. I have a fan in the window. Like that's what I was saying. I have a fan in the window now, and I'm hoping you guys can't hear it. Yeah, exactly, Gracie. But he went down like. But yeah, his finger was been out. He's just getting them taped up now. They probably popped it back into place. Oh, that probably does not feel good at all. Oh, Minnesota had a nice shot, but it was saved by the keeper. Oh, Dallas had a chance there. And I think it's going to be a corner kick. Or no, it's a goal kick. But yeah, the player that broke his finger is still playing, or dislocated his finger. Also, St. Louis are taking a penalty kick here. I don't know what happened to that. Angus, can you touch a little bit on what happened there? So it looks like Dugan is going to come off for Minnesota. He is down again with an injury. Oh man, Angus, that's I've stubbed my fingers before, but nothing crazy like that. Oh, it was a handball. Okay. So yeah, here's a chance for St. Louis. He steps up. What was that? What was that? That was the worst penalty take I think I've ever seen. Oh, Gracie, come on now. That was a terrible penalty take by St. Louis. But is he going to get to take it again? I think he's going to get to take it again. I think the keeper was off his line. Let's see. Drama, drama, drama. Oh my goodness, that was a good shot. Who was that? Berhalter almost hit it off the crossbar. Yeah, it was a terrible take, but he's going to get to take they're taking another penalty. This time Leuven is taking it. So I guess the goalkeeper was off his line. Also, San Jose have a corner kick here, so we're going to also try to watch that too. Espinoza sends it in. Dude, that probably hurt. Orongo just took himself out with his own teammate. Espinoza sends it back in. LAFC scored too, by the way. Leuven puts it in the back of the net. St. Louis get one back on the board, down 1-2 against RSL, but also LAFC scores. Let's see what happens here. Sun just doing all the work, puts it in the back of the net, makes it 1-0 LAFC. So yes, that finishes Colorado. So I would say at this point in time, Dallas and Real Salt Lake will be your final 2 spots in the Western Conference. The keeper was way off his line, though. Yeah, he was way off his line. Connor, Novice is playing for Pumas now. Is he really? Did he just get traded or transferred? Oh, you're watching that match. Gotcha. You're not watching MLS pretty much playoff games? It's an avalanche for Rapids. So Austin have a set piece here in a promising spot. Wolf standing over it. Wolf has been really good for Austin this year. He has had his potential growth has been very high. He is very good. He sends it back post, heads it down, and they headed it down. I thought it was going to the middle from the angle of the camera, but it actually went out. It's a goal kick for San Jose. That was a terrible clearance by Dallas. I understand, Connor. Yeah, some of them were playoff. Well, I guess for the East there was no playoff games. It's really just the West because they have to win to get in, pretty much. That goal by Sun was really good. I can't believe Vancouver are playing as well as they are right now against Dallas. Down a man. Sun just stopped the defender and he planted his foot too hard. Yeah, Ohio State's looking pretty good this year. It's a terrible run by San Jose. So, oh wow, we are at halftime for some games. So we're getting our stoppage time. Oh wow, Gracie. Yeah, I'm really enjoying. So I signed up for the ESPN stuff, and I'm really enjoying ESPN right now. Like there's a lot that they have on there. I will agree with you, Angus. This LAFC team are very fun to watch. Since the arrival of Sun, they have been very fun to watch. Wow, is it me or did that first half go by very quickly? So we got some, though, with 8 or 9 minutes of stoppage time, 6 minutes of stoppage time. The only one that had 1 minute is the San Jose game. Portland and San Diego had a 2-minute one. San Jose, oh, I thought Joseph was going to get on the end of that one. San Jose need a lot to go in their favor. They need Dallas to lose. Yeah, they need Dallas to lose, and they need to come back and win. That is the only way they get in. Because RSL aren't. RSL are only up 1, so, and I think St. Louis could tie that game up. In all honesty. Gotcha, Gracie. Yeah, I signed up for the ESPN, like, whatever it is, premium or whatever. But I really like it so far. So the San Jose Austin game is now at halftime. Only one goal in that one by Owen Wolf in the 22nd minute. Oh my goodness. LAFC almost scored again. Fumbled around. Also, the San Diego match and Portland is now at halftime. San Diego up 1-0 in that one. Sporting Kansas City and Houston that no one cares about because that game means absolutely nothing. That game is now at halftime. Oh, LAFC off the post and cleared out. There is an LAFC player down right now. I don't know what for. Dallas need to score. So LAFC Colorado now at halftime. So pretty much everything is heading towards that. We still have a good bit of the Dallas Vancouver. And then also the St. Louis Real Salt Lake. Here comes Vancouver. They're on the attack. Berhalter out wide here. Cross inside Dallas, clear it. I would love to see Klaus score to tie it up for St. Louis. Angus, not going to lie. Vancouver. Mueller lays it off. Vancouver go back, and Vancouver still moving the ball very well for being down a man. And we know that Vancouver always try to find, they always find a way, but here come Dallas. Oh, and he hit the ball. Also, the LA Galaxy Minnesota game has about a minute left in it. Here we go, St. Louis with a corner. Where's Santa? Give us a gift. Oh, he did get a head on it, but it goes over. Yeah, Angus, like that's another thing. You know, we're excited for the playoffs and stuff, but it's also exciting like what changes will be made for some teams and all that. Like I'm excited to see what the offseason looks like for Atlanta. Do we bring other players in? Or are we getting rid of players? Like what does that look like? Mueller takes it quickly. Vancouver. So Minnesota Galaxy are now at halftime. Vancouver crosses it in. Uh-oh, player hits the ground. Ref does not call anything. I wonder if that'll get looked at. Vancouver still with the ball. Abubakar clears it out. Here comes Dallas. Give it to him. Uh-oh, Dallas in behind. Here's Dallas. Dallas could take the lead. Huge save. Huge save for the keeper for Vancouver. You've got to finish that, Dallas. If you are a Dallas player, you have to finish that. You had another player besides you. You make the goalkeeper come to you, and then you lay it off. Very selfish by the Dallas player there. They could have taken the lead here before halftime. You have a player, you have to pick your head up instead of taking that shot. He was all the way over on the other side. You got to lay that off for your teammate. Wow. You got a commercial? Really? You shouldn't have gotten any kind of ads. Henry, you're going to need a miracle. Gracie, what I was saying was I'm excited for. I'm also excited for like what happens in the off season. You know what players Atlanta are going to bring in, or who they bring in, or if they get rid of some players. Like I want to see what Atlanta is going to do. Yeah, Charles, that was a terrible miss. Grace, that's also why they deserve it. Oh my goodness, what a collision off of the corner kick. I don't know. That could be a penalty for Dallas because I mean a Vancouver player shoved the one Dallas player into him, but I think that's going to be into the first half for everything. We are still playing St. Louis and Real Salt Lake, though. There you go, Henry. Can they swap performances? Dallas should be up 2-1 right now. Gracie, yeah, like that's the thing. Like you never know. Like with your team, like I'm ready for my team to see what they do, and I hope that they bring in. Hopefully, they change up something. I think that I think they're going to bring back Ronnie Dyla because he was not, as of right now, he's not let go. I mean, I think that he should be at this point in time. I hate to say that because I don't know too much about him, but I think it's time for him to go. I mean, you tied with Dallas today, dude, on the last day at home, and you should have all been pumped up and excited because it's Brad Guzan's last game. He's retiring, and you tie with DC United. You've got to go. You've got to go. All right. I'll get off of my Atlanta rant there. I agree. Vancouver was not like they're pushing forward. They're still pushing forward to try to get goals. They're going to try to win this game or at least get a draw. And speaking of like draw, let's look at let's look at the standings as of right now. If the games would finished right now, Vancouver get first place with 64 points. San Diego second, LAFC third, Minnesota fourth with 58. Seattle still that fifth spot. Seattle will be in that fifth spot no matter what. Same thing with Austin. I think Austin can't go up or down, so they're stuck in that sixth spot. Portland right now have 44 points. The only way that changes is if Dallas would happen to go up on Vancouver, they can move up. And they could actually move up into that seventh spot and move Real Salt Lake and Portland down. Right now, I would say Colorado's out and San Jose. I don't think that either one of those teams are going to come back in the second half. You never know, but I just don't see it. Really, Herediano only have 5 points above relegation? Are you serious? That is not like them. Oh, okay. So Berkey is returning to St. Louis. Okay. What do you think about that, Angus? Do you like Berkey though? I like Berkey. I think he's a good goalkeeper. He just needs better defenders. Oh wow, Henry. Oh yeah, I just saw that. I just saw the thing, Connor. 5 points with only 6 matches left. Gracie, what is happening there? Yeah, so Berkey returning. I like that for St. Louis. Really? Now, see that makes for an interesting season, Gracie. Only 15 points separates first from last. Whew. The other team have Alex Mighton. He hasn't really done anything, really. I don't feel like he has. Angus, they received the black hole. Because Berkey's one of the top. Someone asked me who, I think it was during last stream. Who my top goalkeeper would be, and let's look at the goalkeepers right now. So save percentage is St. Clair for Minnesota United at 79.3, which is about 4% better than anybody else. So that's pretty good. But then you have Zach Steffen with an average of 4 goals per 90. Vancouver's goalkeeper has 13 clean sheets. Kalina have 12. So, oh, it's very close in the race of who the best goalkeeper is. But like, I would have to say Kalina again is up there. Because goals prevented is Sean Johnson with 13.8, Kalina with 8. Kalina has 3.9 saves per 90, has 12 clean sheets, and has a 74% save percentage. I would have to say Kalina is the best goalkeeper in the league. To me. Yeah, Mighton was. I agree, Henry. Mighton, he was supposed to be this great player and has not been great. Yeah, I wonder what Stuver's numbers are. Let's look at Stuver's save percentage. Stuver is 4th in save percentage with 73.8. So Stuver is up there. What is... So that's the thing, though. Berkey is not even in the top 10 for save percentage, Angus. Saves per 90. Berkey is 6th with 3.7. But yeah, with those stats, just seeing those stats, um, with those stats, I would say Kalina would be the best, in my opinion. Gracie, I should look at that. Yeah, I will look at that. So Charles, what am I going to be streaming during the off season? So I plan on streaming the World Cup draw on the 5th of December, which that is in December. That's actually before the end of MLS season because I think December 12th is the final, is the MLS Cup final or something like that. So um so we'll do that, and I will probably do some Premier League. I want to if like that's the thing, like time and stuff. I would love to do more live streams, like more watch-alongs. Um and maybe videos. I don't know what my video ideas would be though. That's the thing. I need to come up with an idea of what I want those videos to look like if I do like picks or something for other leagues. So yeah, Gracie, it's definitely not Berkey's fault for sure. And yeah, Colina was benched in May. That is so wild that he was benched in May, but here, like he is, like clean sheets, he's number 2. Save percentage, he's number 3. Saves per 90, he's number 2. Goals prevented, he's number 2. Like that is kind of crazy to think that he was benched in May. So also back to Charles, your question. Yeah, I want to try to do some Premier League games or something like Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings. I'll get on and hang out with everybody, and we'll watch some of those. But if anybody has any idea, not reaction videos because I can't do those because I don't want to get copyrighted. So no reaction videos. But if anybody has any ideas what I should do for other leagues and stuff while MLS is on break, like after the season, let me know. I'm down for it. But no reactions because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. So is this the points over here? So that's crazy. Saprissa only has 23 and they're number 1. San Carlos have 9 in the Costa Rican League. Can I do one Premier League and one La Liga each weekend? Oh, potentially. I wouldn't even mind one like Serie A because I would like to watch some AC Milan. Henry Brazilian League. What can I watch the Brazilian League on? It also depends on what I have for that. Yeah, they're more around. Yeah. So the Brazilian League is on Paramount Plus, it says. So could watch it on there. What's up, Sam? Sam, how are you? It says that there is some on Paramount. Yeah, Paramount Plus offers every game of the Brazil League. That's cool. Yeah, Peacock has a 360 equivalent on the Premier League. Yeah. But that's the thing though, the Brazilian league, I don't even know anybody. Like I would be learning all of that. Penn State just lost again. Oh, they just fired their coach too. UFC just finished up. But yeah, like I do not know anybody in the Brazilian league. Like I know like Corinthians and stuff like that. Oh, really? They stopped carrying it after 23? I wonder why it says that then on here. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, so it does say that someone here says that that is not true also now that I'm reading more. That kind of sucks. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I can do them because I don't have that site. Henry, you'll get to watch some beautiful football. Are you talking about Brazil? Like the Brazilian league for that? Yeah, we wouldn't be able to. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that because if it's not on. Because I do have Peacock. I have Peacock, Paramount Plus, ESPN. So whatever are on those, I can do. Hey, I could watch Celtic tomorrow at 7 a.m. All right, so we're back underway in a lot of our games. I guess we were talking about other stuff. LAFC and Colorado are back underway. San Jose and Austin. What did I just miss? San Diego just scored. Right out of the gate. San Diego go up 2-0 over Portland Timbers. Exactly. I guess that would be nice. Like if there was just one place you go to watch all the soccer leagues, that would be lovely. That's right, Sam. Yes. Yeah, San Diego with a great strike. Wow. Dreyer outside the box. On the outside of his foot, too, I believe. What a goal by Dreyer. So it looks like things are getting worse for Austin. Oh, no. It's a handball. Austin with a handball. And it should be. Hopefully it's reviewed. So it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for San Jose. They say, no, it's not a handball, and it should have been. It was clearly a handball. Oh, my gosh. Joseph Martinez, I thought, got on the end of it. But so did an Austin player. So another corner kick for San Jose. Sam, yes, Dreyer is very good. But he's been quiet recently-ish. He's been quiet. That's why he is no longer in talks for like the MVP or anything. Come on, Joseph. So it's a corner kick at the bottom of the screen for San Jose. And Dreyer just scored again, I believe. Yeah, Dreyer just scored again. It is now 3-0 for San Diego. Wow. What is happening to Portland? Portland are folding. It's called Byroned. I guess that is nice, Gracie, that they have all of that. That is great that they do. So Dreyer gets in behind again, and it's 3-0 San Diego. I know, right, Henry? Like, why did he come to MLS? Okay, here we go. San Jose. Arango goes out wide. There's a cross. Oh, it was almost an own goal. Yeah, Dreyer. That was a great goal by Dreyer. So really, we no longer need to watch the San Diego-Portland game. That game is chalked. No one cares about Sporting Kansas City. There's really no need to watch the Galaxy versus Minnesota now. So really, we're just keeping an eye on Dallas. The RSL game, San Jose. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Gracie. Yeah, Henry, I got a feeling he will too. Uh-oh. Dallas goes up 2-1 over Vancouver. and that puts them back up. So that will move them up to the 7th place. Angus, let's just go to sleep. Yeah, we're getting there, but Dallas has just made it more interesting. Dallas go up 2-1 over Vancouver. And like I said, I believe that puts them in the 7th spot now. So right now it's Portland and Real Salt Lake in the play-in game. And we know Portland's not winning. So this is in Dallas's fate to win this, to get out of the play-in game. But they will be playing. What's so funny is, just like Inter Miami and Nashville, if things stay the same as they are, Minnesota. Oh no, Minnesota's not playing Dallas. I don't know why I thought that. Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver will be playing Dallas. Yeah, I was right. So Vancouver and Dallas will be playing again against each other in the best of 3 series. And yes, with that, Sam, you are correct. San Diego now become number 1, with Vancouver going down to Dallas. San Diego's first place in the West. So yeah, there is a lot riding on that Vancouver-Dallas game. Because San Diego have punched themselves the ticket of the win. Henry, wake up, Vancouver. I still don't understand how San Jose was so good at scoring at the beginning of the season, and now they can't score at all. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Angus? Those top 3 teams in the West are so good, and then if Minnesota would somehow come back on LA Galaxy, I mean, that puts them at 61 points. If they would happen to do that. I can't believe that San Diego scored that quickly, right back to back at the start of the half. Well, that was a decent ball, but it was too far through. Espinoza keeps it in. I don't know why, but I keep hoping that San Jose score, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, San Diego's definitely out. San Jose. Did I say San Diego? I meant San Jose. So yeah, there's really no reason to even watch that. Really, the only game that we should really be watching now, and especially now, the Galaxy just scored, made it 2-0 against Minnesota. So really, the only games that are really meaningful are the Vancouver Dallas game and the RSL St. Louis game. And even at that point, it's not because Colorado are down. So really, it's to see if Vancouver can tie up Dallas to get that number 1 spot back. So the West has ended up not being as exciting as the East, in my opinion. We'll see if anybody makes it interesting, though. Yeah, the Galaxy make it 2-0 there in Minnesota. Our Minnesota, I think, I hate to say this, but Minnesota is going to have to play Seattle. And I think Seattle beat them. I think that Seattle will beat Minnesota. The East is so much better. I mean, yes and no at the same time. I mean, I feel like the East, it's more spread out. where the West is just like four teams. I feel like, does that, if that makes any sense? Because I mean, that's even like the East. The East, like 66 points, 65, 65 are the top three. But then I don't know. Like I feel like it's fairly even in the top six or top seven. I'd say top six on both sides. But then like the East does have more points after that, though. Ooh, Liverpool and Man United play tomorrow. Oh, I got you, Don. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I am biased to the East. I do because I like more East teams, and then also it's where Atlanta plays. Like I do feel like the East is stronger. Oh, San Jose just had a chance to score and missed wide left. Like last year, it was very apparent the East was better than the West, even though the West is who won MLS Cup, but overall, like it was definitely East teams were better. East destroyed each other to not win the MLS Cup. Really? Kentucky is taking the wow. Gotcha, Angus. So the East still does come up better than the West this year. Yeah, I think it's a lot closer this year than what it was last year. Also, put a poll out there to see what you guys think. Which league do you prefer to watch outside of MLS? There's Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, or Bundesliga, and I forgot the A of Bundesliga. I'm sorry. Not really, Pink. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. And anyway, it can't happen anymore unless somehow magically both Dallas and Real Salt Lake lose. That's the only way San Jose is getting in. And it is pouring down the rain there in St. Louis. I agree, Gracie. I don't think they'd I don't think that they should be ranked either. Oh, Dallas in the box. Oh, goes out for a corner kick for Dallas. Yes, Angus, they for sure. Oh, Pink, you like AC Milan? I like that. Christian Pulisic. Joseph Martinez had a chance to score there, but he was double teamed though. So He brought it down, just the ball went too high. I just want to see a Joseph Martinez goal. That's what I want right now. Are you all split? Are you all split on all this? I feel like I have something in my finger. Yes, you are split 33, 33, 33 between Serie A, Bundesliga, and Premier League. Someone's got to break that tie. Here comes Judd. Judd's coming in for San Jose. Uh-oh. Colorado just tied up LAFC. Larice with a terrible clear, and Paxton Harrison knocked it in. Wait until you all see that one. Yeah, Mueller is upset. Paxton Aronson, my goodness. Yeah, Larice with a bad touch. Aronson just puts a foot out and scores. 1-1 there in LA. That makes it a little bit more interesting there for the final couple spots, because if Colorado could win against LAFC, it moves them up and moves Real Salt Lake out if Colorado could win it, I believe. Maybe not. I take that back. They would not get in still. They would need RSL to lose. And right now, that game has not had anything exciting happen from what I've seen so far in the second half for St. Louis and RSL. But it does kind of, doesn't really hurt LAFC either. So Prem, Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga, and Ligue 1. That, Angus, that is embarrassing. See, I do not, and this might be unpopular opinion, I do not rank Ligue 1 high. They literally have PSG, and that is it. Literally, that's all they have in that league. So I can't rate that league high. But then you have Marseille that are actually winning right now. But like, I feel like all you hear is PSG, and like Marseille has a good year every once in a while. Lyon have a good year every once in a while. But I don't rate Ligue 1 high. I would say Prem is number 1. I don't know. I would say probably La Liga is number 2, even though really all they have is recently Barcelona and Real Madrid. You have Atletico Madrid that have a good season every once in a while. Villarreal have a good year every once in a while. Real Betis has a good year every once in a while. So you have two good teams in La Liga. Serie A, you have both Milan teams, Napoli, Juventus. So I don't know. Maybe I would agree with you with Serie A number 2, then La Liga, then the Bundesliga. But like also with the Bundesliga, it's Bayern Munich and then everybody else. You have RB Leipzig that have a good year every once in a while. You have Dortmund that have a good year every once in a while. We saw Leverkusen have a good year a couple years ago. So I would say Bundesliga and Syria and Ligue 1 are down there. But after that, like I don't know really where you could rank, where the rankings go after that. But yeah, Serie A and like even Bundesliga, I can't ever really get into those because they have just the two same teams every year win it. And that's just not fun to me. I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons why MLS stands out to me more than those, because you never know. No, Sam, with San Diego coming in first, you won't know for a while now who you play in the playoffs, because right now the playing game, it would be either Portland or Real Salt Lake is who you would play. Normal up the PSG. Hey, no, yeah, I'm not like knocking them. Like PSG are a good side, but they have no one to play against in the French league. Espinoza, all right to the keeper. So is that a corner kick for Vancouver here? Yeah, I did see that's 4-0. Yeah, I did see that. Brazil number 5. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe I need to look at. Maybe that's something I need to do is like come up with my own like ranking of leagues and really look into them, because yeah, I don't know. Like, why is it that we always just rank the European teams as the best whenever like Brazil always gets talked about as a pretty decent league? You know, how good is the Argentinian league? I don't know. Like, could they be up there with those? Because I feel like we rank the European leagues higher because of the Champions League. And like I feel like the Champions League is probably the biggest tournament in club soccer. I think would we agree with that? Or is it just like, do I not know like how, like, cuz what Copa, I forget what it's called in South America. Like, is that tournament just as good as Champions League, but we just don't have enough eyes on it? I don't know. Pink, you're saying Brazil honestly better than Ligue 1? Yeah, potentially. Angus, are you happy that you're not at the St. Louis game tonight? I mean, it is pouring down the rain. The A League is also good. Oh my goodness, Stuver with another save. Joseph Martinez hits it, but it goes right to him. See, okay, that's what it is. The Libertadores that Gracie said. I thought it was all, because isn't there one? It's like Copa and it starts with an S. But Angus, that's your gut feeling, like it's just better. And there's no standout team in the A League. Yeah, like that's the one thing I do like about MLS. Like, we don't know who's going to win that. You know, we still, even this far into the season, we don't know who's going to win it. Brazil and Argentinian leagues are amazing. That's what it is. Subamericana. Or Sudamericana, I'm sorry, not sub. That was exciting enough and we lost. Yeah, I mean, it's pouring down the rain there. I don't know, maybe that's something I need to look into and see if maybe those are leagues that we should watch too or keep up with. I should stream some A. See, I don't even know much about the A League. I know more about the Brazilian and Argentina League than I would the A League. Because that's Australia. I'm looking at that season just started. They've only played one game, Sam. You like Melbourne, right? Is that who you like, Melbourne City? The A League is impressive. Vatican club play. Yeah, I would not be doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, he is right to be mad. He did not. The Vancouver player did not touch the Dallas player. The Dallas player sold it. Oh, my bad, Gracie. Sam, it's all Western Sydney. Gotcha. Yeah, see, because what in the Argentinian league, the only teams that I know, Boca Juniors, I know them, and that's about it. I don't think I know River Plate. I know River Plate. Why is River Plate not in Zona A? So they have two different. Oh wow. Okay. See, I don't know anything about these leagues, so they're on separate sides. There's Zone A and Zone B. Huh. Fiji at 3 a.m. I like that. Angus, let's just do that. So Vancouver pushing forward to try to get a result. Again, all they need is a point to get the first place in the West. Push forward, get the goal, and then sit back. But I would like to see Dallas get that 7th spot. There he is. He got it. Joseph Martinez with a goal. Let's go. The GOAT, my GOAT, gets a goal. Hey, that made my night. That made my night. Joseph Martinez gets on the scoreboard, ties it up for San Jose 1-1 against Austin. Yeah, they try to set it up for a Boca River final. That's what I feel like. Let's go. Joseph Martinez. I love that. Love it. CONCACAF would benefit from that. Like to be able to play more like harder teams. So Brazil League, who's everyone like in the Brazil League? I mean, there's Palmeiras, Flamengo, Botafogo, Sao Paulo, Corinthians. Like I know a lot of Santos. Santos sucks though. They're down there in 16th. That's right, Charles. Joseph. Yeah, I was gonna say I looked at that at a glance, Gracie. And that's weird how they do that because they have a lot of teams. I don't know. The Brazil league does kind of look. It looks kind of interesting. Flamingo kind of reminds you of Inter Miami. Gotcha, Gracie. So yeah, their league is a little bit different. But yeah, the Brazilian league looks. I'm only looking at their like table, the overview. Oh, San Jose they just went up 2-1. I missed it. San Jose making it interesting. Let's go. I mean, it helps them, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Gotcha, Gracie. Wow. San Jose making it interesting off of a set piece. What a goal. What a goal. So they have helped themselves out, giving themselves, what was that, 41 points. They need St. Louis to come through. That is the only way. That is the only way for them to get in, is if St. Louis would come through and somehow win against RSL. Goal Colorado. So Colorado go up 2? Is that what you're saying? 2-1? I don't think so. Colorado scored earlier to tie it up. My contacts are starting to dry out. Sorry that I keep rubbing my eyes. Oh no, Angus, really? That's pretty wild too, Gracie. Like they spend that much money. So do you want a goal from Colorado is what you're saying? Stuver, you've got to save that. Yeah, we really need, now we need St. Louis to beat RSL for San Jose to make it. Also, it just started pouring down the rain there in Portland. So Berhalter taking a corner kick for Vancouver, and then San Jose just took a corner real quick. They went short. See what they're doing here. Both teams clear it. Vancouver still have possession. Deflected. It's going to be a foul. Julio with a foul on Dallas. It's going to be a free kick for Vancouver. Oh, Colorado. Colorado. Oh, goes into the keeper's hands. Charles, I kind of do too. I would like to see St. Louis. I would like to see St. Louis tie it up too. We need St. Louis to win for San Jose to make it into the playoffs. But yes, if St. Louis would equalize, it would make it a little bit more interesting. Here comes St. Louis. They're countering. Santa brings it down. Santa loses it. What are the right now? La Liga is actually 42%. So some people do like La Liga. It's La Liga, Premier League, Serie A, and then Bundesliga. I didn't know that many of you liked La Liga. Who's everybody's favorite teams in La Liga? Vancouver just had a chance to tie it up. Alumi misses it wide left. You just had a chance to tie it to get that point. Sevilla. Oh, that's a good question, Charles. I would say the Galaxy. Out of the teams that are eliminated that did make the playoffs, I think we'll see the Galaxy in the playoffs next year. In my opinion. Oh, Colorado. Oh, Colorado, we're trying. I'm surprised we haven't seen more out of LAFC. But yeah, I think with Ricky Puig coming back, and if they can get healthy in the offseason, I think the Galaxy will be pretty much a top 4 team in the West next year. And if they bring a couple good players in, I still cannot believe San Diego 4-0 over Portland. So the GOAT is coming out. He is being subbed off. Let's go, Joseph. I'm going to try to speak it into existence. I would love Martinez to come back to finish out his career in Atlanta, even if he just comes off the bench. I did not see what Sevilla did today. Yeah, and see, like LA Galaxy are ending the season on a high note with a 2-0 victory. Well, they're up 2-0 right now over Minnesota, but it looks like they're going to get a victory there. And Colorado are trying to make it interesting too. Colorado just had a header that just went over the crossbar. Come on, St. Louis. That is very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Angus, I think that they will be too. They'll be a little bit better, but I don't think they're going to be as good as they are this year, if that makes sense. Yeah, because poor St. Louis did not have a good season their second year. And Vancouver are trying. They just made a couple of substitutions. Gold comes in for them. They're really trying to push to get that goal, to get that first place spot. It's a good cross. It's blocked. I thought it was going to be a good cross. I believe so, Gracie. Yes. I believe that's correct. They did, Charles. They did. They keep knocking on the door, too. I don't know if LAFC is just like chilling now or what. Yeah, Colorado, they're trying to fight to get that dub to make it even more interesting. That's a good ball in. Oh, and Colorado just scored to go up on LAFC, and they do make it interesting here. What a cross. What a run by Colorado to put them up 2-1. Wow. And I think that puts them... No, that puts them at 10th. So no, they make it interesting. Because that puts them at 43 points. But they are still behind Real Salt Lake. So if St. Louis would tie up Real Salt Lake, Colorado would be in that 9th spot. Yeah, Charles, Paxton was a good signing for them. I agree. Wow, all those teams at the bottom there really trying to get in. Okay, Gracie, I'll think about it. Because I feel like the Brazilian games are on. Because I think I'm going to take a look at the Brazilian league, because it does look looks a little interesting. And I guess they do, like, tomorrow they have a game at 3. Like, Flamengo and Palmeiras play tomorrow at 3. Like, they play at pretty decent times, too. Wow. Who would have thought Colorado would take the lead over LAFC? Did any of you think that? Gracie, it would only happen if Dallas would lose. I think Dallas, if they get a draw, they're in still. So Dallas would have to lose. Yeah, all eyes are on St. Louis right now. Yeah, because if St. Louis ties up RSL, then Colorado jumps them into the play-in game. St. Louis are trying. Oh, St. Louis into the box. Off the post! Oh my goodness. Off the post. Oh my gosh. Klaus off the post, and then there was a rebound. Oh, I just hit my elbow on the desk. Wow. That was a chance for St. Louis to tie it up. That would be a fun playoff game, I guess. I'm still rooting for Dallas though. I like Dallas to make it. That made my hand go numb. Well, so much for Colorado. LAFC just tied up there in Colorado. 2-2. So Colorado's chances back down the gutter, and that is right at like the 90th. Yeah, that's a huge goal for them. So that moves San Jose back up into 10th. But St. Louis would have to beat RSL at that point. And St. Louis tied up. St. Louis tied up. 2-2 there in St. Louis. Oh my goodness, the drama here at the end. The drama here at the end. You just got another commercial? I don't know why. I'm sorry, Gracie. Sorry you're getting commercials. I did not set it to have commercials, so something must have changed. I'm sorry. But yes, St. Louis ties it up. Now it's very interesting. And who makes it there in the West? Wow. Santa Claus delivered us a gift. Yeah, all eyes on Colorado, but also this is a chance if St. Louis, I have all eyes on St. Louis. If St. Louis could win the game, then that means San Jose make it. So if St. Louis plays spoilers here with 5 minutes left in that game, the Earthquakes can make it. Wow. So yeah, we need St. Louis to score again if we want San Jose to make the playoffs. Wow. It has been very interesting here in the last 5 to 10 minutes of these matches. What a save by Dallas's keeper. Berhalter can freaking shoot from outside the box. So you definitely don't want St. Louis. See, I want San Jose to make it. I think I want San Jose to make it over RSL. RSL have not been that great this year. I'm hearing a weird noise. Yeah, you're right. Neither have San Jose, but I want San Jose to make it over RSL just because of Joseph Martinez. That's really all. That's the only reason why. So San Jose do get the win. So now San Jose just have to watch and see if St. Louis can win the game. They have 7 minutes of stoppage time in that match. Also, Vancouver are still trying to get a point to get that first place spot in the West, and they're pushing forward for it here at the end. Free kick for Vancouver. Free kick for St. Louis also. Make this a non-issue / topic. Yeah, I need to see if I can change. What is it? Oh, we need the St. Louis game on. All right, so we have the 4 important games on right now. I don't know, Top. I don't know if they're going to get that point. They are going to get second, but they need a point to get the first place. I just don't see it happening. So right now, San Jose, their players are just standing there waiting to see if they're going to get in or not. San Jose are definitely cheering for St. Louis right now. That's right, Brandon. Dallas is coming in that 7th spot. Potentially, unless Vancouver scores, then they move to the 8th spot. If Vancouver scores here with a couple minutes left. So it's a throw for Real Salt Lake. Yeah, the Colorado game, I believe, is over. Yes. So that game ends in a tie. So, yes, it is all on. We're just waiting for this St. Louis game. That is the big question. And then for Vancouver, if Vancouver's going to get first or not. So Dallas are in no matter what, I believe, unless they would lose. But there's only a minute left in that game. Yeah, you would think that they would just be pushing forward. And they are. Oh, and they just had a chance to tie it. Cabrera just had a chance to tie it and went wide right. So we got about 3 minutes left in the St. Louis game. Vancouver keep pushing for it. Oh, is it really? That's a foul. So Dallas, it looks like Dallas is going to get the win here. And Dallas upsets Vancouver because of a red card. Here comes St. Louis. Oh, Klaus lost it. Come on, St. Louis. Klaus flicks it on. St. Louis settle. Crossfield. St. Louis. St. Louis building. Switches field. This could be a chance. Back post. Players hit the ground. St. Louis bring it back down, but Real Salt Lake get it. It looks like that might be it. There's still 2 minutes left. Vancouver game is still going on. This is probably their last chance to score to get that point. Brandon, yes, no wild card game for you all unless it ends up in a draw. If Vancouver score, Dallas will be in a play in a game, I believe. Yes, they would because they would only have 43 points. But that is the game. So, yes, no wild card game for Dallas. They get that 7th spot. But we're still waiting to see St. Louis versus Real Salt Lake. If St. Louis scores, San Jose are in. I was going to say, why is the game frozen? Is that game, though? No, he's offside. Okay, here we go. RSL will be playing Portland. If St. Louis does not score here at the end of the game, which I don't think they are, I think RSL is going to hold it off. But they're going to be playing in Portland. Portland against RSL in the play-in game. So yes, San Jose comes back and wins to make it interesting. But unfortunately, they are not going to make it. We have 30 seconds left. And RSL have a free kick. Also, it's awesome to say that San Diego will be the number 1 spot in the West for the playoffs. RSL just holding it up there at the corner flag. It's going to be a goal kick. Are they going to have time for one more attack? Let's see. I don't think so. Did they blow the whistle? And they did. They blew the whistle. The game is finished. So RSL make it in for that 9th spot. And so the Western Conference is set. And for that Western Conference, we have San Diego in first place. They will be playing either Portland or Real Salt Lake. Vancouver will be playing against Dallas in the first round. LAFC will be playing Austin, so that should be an easy one for LAFC. And then Minnesota versus Seattle will be that final matchup. I think it's also going to be an easy one for Vancouver against Dallas. No, sorry, Dallas fans. I just think Vancouver's a better side. They were unfortunate with the red card today. That's not going to happen in the playoffs, especially with the best of 3. But you know that we always have a Cinderella team at some point in time, so someone's going to get upset. But that was exciting. The Western Conference ended up being exciting there at the end, and we were here for it. It was a great night. I think I had a great evening with you all. Hopefully you all had a great evening with me, but it is late here. I'm tired and ready to go to bed. That was great. Gracie is still saying that Dallas shouldn't even be in the playoffs, but here they even get out of the play-in. The Sam goal difference does not make a difference. It is the wins. So for some reason, MLS goes off of points. They're tied at points, then it goes off of wins. Real Salt Lake have 12 wins. San Jose only have 11. So that is why Real Salt Lake are in. They don't go off of goal difference, which I don't understand, but yeah, that is why Real Salt Lake make it in over San Jose. I don't know if that switched because I thought it was always goal difference, but I don't know when that rule switched for MLS. Maybe it's always been a rule, but yeah, that is why San Jose is not in over Real Salt Lake. They have 12 wins. San Jose only have 11. Hopefully I hope Nashville pulls off their upset. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm here for it. So the East, we'll say it real quick before we go. The East, I kind of like it with wins too, Gracie. Like that's what that makes more sense than goal difference too. I agree now that we have seen it that way, because usually it's always goal difference. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. You get the better results, you get to move on with wins. So for the East, you have Philadelphia will take on either Chicago or Orlando. Then you have Cincinnati versus Columbus Crew, and hell is real in the first round. Then you have Inter Miami versus Nashville, and then Charlotte versus NYCFC, and that will be your Eastern Conference playoffs to start it off. I will try to do as many live streams as I can, watch-alongs for the playoffs, depending on time with the West and all that, and what day they end on. But my plan is to do as many watch-alongs for the playoffs as possible, all the way through to the MLS final. So be ready for all of those. Make sure you come and hang out. But I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you have a great Sunday and a great rest of your week next week. and we will see you for the next live stream.